Manchester United versus Liverpool ahead of the international break. We're here to do some predictions. You're watching Foot and Mouth. Welcome back to Foot and Mouth. Ethan, how you doing?
I'm good, Lokes. It's obviously sponsors in here.
Yeah, that's why he's here in spirit.
And I'm kind of glad he's not
I
here.
made it sound like he died. He didn't die.
He didn't die.
He just couldn't make it.
I'm kind of glad he's not here this week. Cause,
it's going to be, it would have been a bit tense.
Yeah, it would have been.
A bit tense. But look, before we get into the predictions, transfer activity been going on. Obviously, 2 more days left in the transfer window.
Is it 2? I thought it ended tomorrow.
The Premier League window closes at midnight on the 31st, last day of August.
Okay.
I think I stand corrected, but I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. But
That's also when I get paid.
It's gonna be a good day all around. Hopefully,
I might buy some players.
United obviously got most of their business done already, and you guys have welcomed another new signing with Manuel Ugarte finally being confirmed.
Well, look, this only happens if we sell McTominay, which apparently we have.
Looks like it's on as well. 30 million euros
to Napoli. 30 million is what I wanted. Napoli, at least it's a team that's not going to fuck us.
Yeah, it's nice that it's out of the league.
Exactly. If we sell him to Fulham, we lose to Fulham anyway. Don't add McTominay to that. But yeah, and it's also Sancho. The talk is Sancho's gone to Juventus on loan, and they have to buy him.
Yeah.
Same thing with him. The talk says he was going to go to Chelsea. Chelsea might fuck us. So I'm glad he's going to Juventus, not Chelsea.
Could be a nice domino effect there as well for Sterling, because as far as I know, United and a couple other clubs are interested in Sterling.
I don't think United's interested.
You don't think they're interesting? I don't think they're interesting.
They're not that interesting. Because a lot of teams throw United's name in the hat just to like build up talk.
If you're an agent,
why
there's no
wouldn't
better
you?
way to get your player's name in the headlines.
I think United have like actively said no, we're not going to take Sterling or Chilwell, because we talked to Chilwell.
Yeah, I did see they did say.
But apparently United
said
no to that stuff. So,
but you're happy with Ugarte?
Well, look, I guess he's going to be. If you're looking at the midfield, he's going to take Casemiro's spot. He's not going to take Kobe Mainoo's spot.
Yeah.
He's not going
I don't think he'll start from the jump.
No, Ten Hag doesn't do that.
Yeah. I mean, no one should in the Premier, in my opinion. We saw what's his name. We saw Ivan Nielsen get his start for Bournemouth against Newcastle. Didn't exactly do anything crazy, but I like the ease players in. While you've got Casemiro, might as well have him hold things down until, we're going into an international break now.
And he's
as well.
looked decent. Casemiro, obviously only 2 games have been played.
Yeah.
But he's looked pretty good. But yeah, Ugarte is a faster, younger Casemiro. He's not going to be as aggressive. He's probably not going to slide as much, but I think statistically he wins more interceptions.
Some interesting stats here. His comparison to Declan Rice last season, he did better than Declan Rice in pretty much every metric.
Yeah, no.
Obviously, French League versus Premier League, very different worlds. But it counts for something.
You should say Premier League versus the McDonald's.
Versus the McDonald's League, sorry.
But yeah, look, he's clearly a good player. I mean, there were other teams that were after him as well. He's clearly a good player.
He's someone I hope Arsenal were going to go for.
Exactly. So I'm cool with him coming in. I'm cool with getting rid of dead weight like McTominay and Sancho. Look, Sancho was never going to work. Once you fall out with the manager once, that bad blood doesn't go away.
But again, Ten Hag did that nice little presser where he said things have been ironed
obviously
out.
You say that. You don't say, I still hate this dude.
It's funny, you say obviously, but then you see how Maresca speaks about players and it's like, maybe it's not so obvious anymore, but I like, damn.
Maresca's, I think he's in a very different situation. I think being at United, because United is still so big, weirdly enough, even though we lose season after season.
You kind of have to keep the peace.
It's still the biggest club in the world, you know what I mean? So Ten Hag has to come in, he has to play it nice, he has to play it cool.
I was hopeful, I can't lie.
No,
he did feature heavily for Sancho in the preseason.
Yes, exactly.
For Sancho, for Man United.
For Sancho. Ten Hag has bent over backwards for this dude. Let's not remember when he gave this dude time off for mental health. Let's not remember that the only reason this all happened was because Sancho himself made an issue of it. So this was never going to go away. Sancho's also United's 5th choice winger.
Which, again, when Anthony's there, it's still bizarre to think that he is 5th choice.
But Ten Hag actually likes Anthony. He actually spent money on it. So obviously he's going to play the dude he likes and spend money on over the dude he doesn't like.
Maybe Sancho's biggest problem in all this was that he didn't come from Ajax.
Yeah, when you put it that way. But no, look, this had to happen.
Yeah.
Sancho has never really cared about Man United. Let's be honest.
I think, it was just hype. From the day that it was first announced that United were interested, and then all the United fans for a full season were just waiting for the arrival of their Messiah. It was just, there was far too much hype around it.
No, look, you could compare it similarly to Pogba. like there was almost too much.
I think Pogba definitely did much more for the club than.
Yes, but he never lived up to the hype. You know what I mean?
I think he did that season when you guys won the Europa League. Look, I've always been a big fan of Pogba, and I've always blamed United's system more than on the player.
No, Pogba fucking he overhyped himself and he fucked up. But,
I don't know, bro. Whenever you went to Italy, the man still turned up, brother.
Where is he now?
Not to Italy, sorry. He's
Where is he now?
Yeah?
Banned.
Yeah, I saw there were reports that he was apparently trying to sell his house so he can start to get some money back.
Bro, I'm telling you, you can't look at where he is now. You can't tell me he was a success, bro. This whole dude's career was a failure.
Yeah, for some reason, I put a lot of that blame on United. Just because at Juventus, the player that he was, and then you go to United, and United's style of football it didn't make sense for them to go for him in the first place, in my opinion.
Well, maybe he used to play for United back in the day. There was that whole thing.
And again, that's when United were being run like a franchise more than a football club.
Yes.
He sold T-shirts. Regardless of how he performed, when he arrived, United sold more T-shirts. That much I think we can guarantee.
But yeah, Sancho's happiest time in the last couple of years was being on loan to Dortmund last season.
Literally, bro.
So yeah, fuck that dude. I'm 100% cool with him going. McTominay is a bit sad. Obviously, McTominay he's come in clutch for us a few times. But again, there's a handful of players that are dead weight and have been dead weight. Lindelof, Maguire.
Yeah, Lindelof's still there, bro.
McTominay. Maybe Casemiro's getting there. Rashford is also kind of getting there now. There's a few people who should have been gone maybe a few years ago. Eriksen, who have been here for years. And I think we haven't gotten rid of all of them, but getting rid of Sancho and McTominay is another two, which I'm happy with.
Yeah. I mean, look, and that's what is that, like your fourth incoming from this transfer window?
Yeah, no, it's been a pretty good. Obviously, we're gonna at some point do a transfer window rating.
Full wrap up, full wrap once the window closes.
It has been a pretty good.
I think United, from where I'm standing, I think United have had one of the best windows so far. You can't argue with the fact that they've improved with every player they've brought in. Even in the youth department, I mean, you guys are definitely planning for the future. Obviously, Chido Martin. Still a bit of a sore one, but you guys got him, and there's a host of other young players.
Yeah, some young gun.
The Malian dude.
Yeah, some Mali dude. Yeah.
Who is, I mean, look, from all the sounds of things, he's like a second coming of Yaya Toure. You know what I mean? So if you guys get this right, then
no, look, it's United is looking to the future, and it's nice because United, like, this is kind of what built United back in the day, the youth.
True. Yep.
So it's good to see Ten Hag. He's doing something right.
No, he's doing a lot right. I mean, obviously. It still remains to be seen. There's still a lot of football to be played. But like I said, from where I'm sitting, all these signings make United a better team.
Yeah.
So I think that in itself is pretty much all you want from a transfer window. And there's still January as well.
There's still Jan.
If there are still things that are missing, some missing pieces come January. I mean, I don't like to see January deals. I don't think clubs like to get very active in Jan in general. But yeah, United signed Manuel Ugarte. Unfortunately, like I said, it's a player I really liked, and I don't want to have to hate him. But I will do my part as a rival fan.
What have Arsenal done?
Arsenal have sold my boy Aaron Ramsdale.
To who?
To Southampton. Which is a very good move. Very good move for Southampton. Very good move for Ramsdale. He is obviously a big Southampton fan. So he, I think, is at least moving to a club that he likes. I have to give up. I have to big up Arsenal because I think that this was a deal that they kind of put the players' interests at the forefront. They didn't outprice him from Southampton. They made the deal in a structure that works for all parties. We look like we're going to basically get back what we spent on him. 25 mils the final fee.
That's not a bad deal. I mean, to have him for so many years as well.
I just feel hot so because, I mean, dude came in, got us back into the Champions League, and then never played a single minute of Champions League football for us after playing a major role in getting us back there. I can't blame the club. David Raya won the Golden Glove.
And also, did you see those saves against Villa?
But I mean, look, literally last season, this season we saw David Raya was the goalkeeper in the PFA Team of the Year. Last season it was Ramsdale. So Ramsdale's not a bad goalkeeper.
No, he's not a bad goalkeeper.
I don't like the slander that's been going around.
He's not bad at all.
He's a very good goalkeeper. It's ever since he said he lacks concentration.
Yeah, and also the whole playing out with your feet thing is is the hot shit for all. Like everyone wants a goalkeeper player. At the end of the day, you just need someone who's a decent shot stopper, and Ramsdale has proved.
Ramsdale's a hell of a shot stopper, bro. So I'm very excited for him. He's obviously England's number 2 at the rate that Pickford's going at. Ramsdale sure to be England number 1 after a few games with Southampton.
Yeah.
But he goes 25 mil. We have obviously finally announced the signing of Mikel Merino. I know last episode where I said it was on the cusp of, but I mean, all the announcement videos are done. The player is confirmed, and this marks one more player that's played for both Sociedad and Arsenal. There's like 5 now.
So this is like your Ajax.
Looks like it, bro. And the midfield partnership of Mikel Merino and Martin Odegaard that was at Real Sociedad a few years ago has now been reunited at Arsenal. So it's at least what I like about this is it's kind of like there's familiarity there.
Yeah.
It's not like he has to be.
Also, his name's Mikel, so
his
name's
Mikel. Mikel Arteta also played for Sociedad.
Yeah.
Arteta apparently hosted the dude and his wife at his personal house like when he arrived and everything.
I don't want to know what he's doing. His personal.
He's absolutely delighted that he got this midfielder. I'm happy as well. He's not new to the Premier League. He was at Newcastle once upon a time. Didn't do fantastically, but he's obviously gone from strength to strength. He won the Euros. And also today, on the time of recording this on Thursday, we are probably going to also finish the signing of the goalkeeper from, I should know where. I can't get to it now. No. It's a Spanish goalkeeper, the one who was in goal for Spain at the World Cup. So we've got a gold medalist.
The World Cup or the Olympics?
The Olympics, sorry. Yeah. The Olympics, jeez.
And then also Eddie Nketiah.
Eddie Nketiah looks like he's on his way to Crystal Palace.
That's a good deal.
50 million.
Palace keep selling their best players, and they need to sign some good players. Because they've had a bad start to the Premier League, let's be honest. And I think a large part of that is missing Olise, obviously.
That is true.
So to have someone like Nketiah, at least he guarantees you like 10, 15 goals, you know what I mean? At least you guarantee
I could
something.
see him benching Mateta, I can't lie.
The thing is, Mateta's very good, though. And he was very good last season. He was actually pretty good in the Olympics
He was good in the Olympics, bro. He was good in the Olympics. But again, Eddie Nketiah is, he's someone the Palace have had eyes on for years.
Yes.
Since Vieira was there, he's had eyes on them. And it looked like he was going to go to Nottingham Forest, but the player said no because he'd heard about Palace's interest. So again, I got to shout out players that make these moves that they feel are best for their career.
Yeah.
Nottingham Forest ended up trying to go to Feyenoord for that striker. I forget his name, something Jimenez, I think. This dude has just outright turned them down, bro. So they are in a bit of a lurch now in the striker department, but still a few days left for them to make something happen. But yeah, Arsenal making some good money, bro. We got 60 mil from Smith Rowe and Eddie Nketiah.
That's what I'm saying. Do you think they're going to buy someone else now that you've made all this money?
We have to. I think we
absolutely.
I'm still, whether it's a striker or a wide player, it has to be an attacker. Because also Fabio Vieira has gone back to Porto on loan.
Yeah,
straight loan, straight loan option, no buy clause, no nothing. And I think that's good for him. He needs to revive his career a little bit. But I always viewed him as the backup for Odegaard in case anything went wrong with Odegaard.
Isn't he?
That he was, and now we are so light in that department, bro.
Oh yeah, Arsenal's in this very weird state of they don't really have time to develop these players anymore because they're competing with Man City.
Yep.
And Man City have the best players.
And our first 11 is so strong.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why Arsenal now are selling players like Smith Rowe and Nketiah and shit.
Which is dope. Those players, Smith Rowe and Nketiah, pure profit.
Yes. And Vieira on loan. It's there's just no more time to play these young players because you have to win every game. Yeah. Literally, you have to win every game.
I like Vieira. I think Vieira is quite a player.
I like Vieira too.
And I'm hoping that he can go to Porto and refine some form. Last time when we bought him from Porto, he was obviously there with Luis Diaz. And the one, I think Vitinha that went to PSG. Yeah. So he wasn't the star of the show, but he was a puzzle piece. So now that he goes back there as a little bit more of a main man, I think they seem super excited to have him back. I mean,
I'm sure, yeah.
All the social media stuff is just going crazy. But yeah, he's gone out on loan. Reece Nelson still links with him moving away for 20 million to another club. West Ham actually been linked with him.
These are good players at Arsenal, just fucking sorry.
I would keep Reece, I can't lie. But at the same time, that's another 20 million pure profit. We could look at a window where Arsenal make 80 mil pure profit, which I think hasn't happened at the club in years. You know what I mean?
No, but
if we do sell him, you've got to buy someone. We are way too short in the attacking department now, bro. So it's going to be a very busy last few days of the transfer window. I'm pretty sure Chelsea are going to buy another 5 people before the window shuts.
They already have.
Probably while we're recording this, actually. Let me check. But yeah, and then Liverpool obviously signed Chiesa.
Yeah, no, good 15 million. That's very cheap. Obviously, a lot of people say he fell off since his injury. I don't know. I don't follow Chiesa.
Yeah.
But no, 15 million in today's market, that's insane.
It's nothing for a rotation option, bro.
Didn't they sell a dude named Bobby Clark for 15?
Out with Bobby, in with Federico, bruh. But now I think, look, this is a dude that literally, the issue is he lit up the place the previous Euros, not the Euros just gone by, the previous ones. Yes. And since then, it's been nothing.
People have been talking about Chiesa for a long time. There's been talks about him going to some big team, but I guess it's only happening now. 15 mil, good money.
And Liverpool, the only club that went in for him, man.
Very weird.
The only club that went in for him. I think it's either just because the player was so dead set on Liverpool, or other clubs just weren't ready to take a chance on the injury record, because his injury record is terrible. Bro.
Yeah, apparently.
It's terrible.
Apparently, yeah.
But I also think anybody that criticizes him for his injury record, you've got to use the same paintbrush when you talk about Pedro Neto at Chelsea. You know what I mean? Because that dude, again, last 3 seasons, missed over 100 games of football. That's insane.
Yeah.
That is, and they still got 60 mil for him, Wolves. I think that's a brilliant sale. Brilliant sale for them.
Brilliant Salah.
But look, Pedro Neto did obviously get an assist for Chelsea in their last
Didn't
game.
he score?
No, he got the assist for João Felix, which we will get onto.
Felix.
But, Ethan, before we get onto predictions, please remind the viewers at home. Just give them a nice refresher of what happened last week out at Brighton.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Let me start there. That's my analysis. But yeah, no, look, we lost to Brighton at the Amex. What's their home ground called?
Yeah,
the Amex.
the Amex.
Look,
Nice
we must remember
behind Ten Hag.
We must remember it was raining. No, look, the weather was bad.
It's always bad there. They're like on the beach.
That's why they're the seagulls. But no, look, there's a lot of issues, and there were a lot of issues going into this game. Like, you look at the team lineup, and you're like, oh, there's issues there. Because Ten Hag is starting Maguire again. He's not starting Ligt. He's starting Bruno as a false 9. He's not starting Xerxes. And Rashford is starting over Garnacho. And you look at it and you think Xerxes and Garnacho are the 2 players that won you the Fulham game. Literally the 2 players that won you the Fulham game.
Yeah.
Yes, they came on as subs because Ten Hag's argument was the team won. The team that he played won.
Yes.
But again, the team that he played didn't really win. It's the subs who came on afterwards that won.
They were impact.
Exactly.
They were impact players.
So he started the same exact team that started, even though that wasn't the team that actually won the game. Yes, they started it, but they didn't win the game.
Yeah.
And yeah, that backfired completely. Look, Mason Mount does nothing but press. Yeah. Which I guess, hey, in a certain world,
it works.
It works. But when you've got him and Bruno basically both being false 9s because they both do exactly the same thing.
Casemiro again is left.
He's left alone. But yeah, look, let me start with some of the positives first. We had our chances.
You did.
Rashford scored an offside goal.
I mean, Xerxes was so unlucky to have gotten a touch on the ball before.
Look, again, I'm for that. I'm actually going to blame Bruno. You should just square the ball to Xerxes.
Fair enough.
He's the middleman. You've got Garnacho on the end, Xerxes in the middle, and you've played the ball to Garnacho.
Yeah.
Xerxes comes sliding across to intercept that ball, which he thinks is coming his way because it should.
He literally couldn't stop.
He couldn't stop.
I feel like there needs to be some type of leeway in the rule there.
No, look, if honestly, the other 2 players, Garnacho and Bruno, take way more blame than Xerxes. Xerxes can't disappear.
Literally.
Garnacho's got an entire goal to shoot at, and he somehow shoots at the one place that Xerxes is sliding in. And I know Xerxes is a big boy, but you somehow shoot at the one place he's sliding in.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm blaming the other 2. I'm also blaming Rashford because Rashford is offside goal. This is fucking basics, bro. Don't be offside.
Yeah.
Do you not know how to watch an offside line? This isn't rocket science,
bro.
It's terrible. And again, United, I was watching Goldbridge, he brings up United finished 2nd highest for offsides last season. Ooh. And you see why. Because players like Rashford, who literally, for some reason, can't look to their right and see the line and hold it.
They were second to Darwin Núñez, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm assuming too. But no, look, this has happened to Rashford all the time. This is why you can't play him. He's having a terrible season. I know I personally said that he's going to come back. He hasn't come back.
He has to, bro. I mean, I know it's just 2 games, you know. It's not.
But
it's not over.
He's not doing anything though. The one thing you can
Rashford.
The one thing you can guarantee is at least make a run down the line, pace someone down the line. He's not even pacing players anymore. He's not hitting the ball past him and running anymore. Yeah. He's waiting for the over the top ball, and he waits, and he's not fast enough to keep it. I don't know. I think he's like 26 or 27.
Yeah.
He's
prime.
Is he slower? Do you get slower at 27? Is that what happens? I thought because he looks so off, dude. He doesn't even look fast anymore. He doesn't look physical. He doesn't look explosive, which are things that he had. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you should be doing better on that. Diallo also misses a fucking close shot at the beginning.
Yeah, we'll give it to him though. It's only his first season really in the team.
No, it is. I'll definitely give it to him.
And again, he's young. This is the one bit of hesitance I have when it comes to young players is they can be frantic. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because every moment could be his moment. You know what I mean? And I think it's gonna be a while until he levels out and he starts to get into the groove of.
No, for sure. I'm not blaming him, but I mean, like, dude, these are like this is like the Ollie Watkins things. These are like open goals, bro.
Yeah, should have done better. He should have done better.
But yeah, and then let's get into say our Welbeck scores.
Who I'd asked
you
before,
did.
Did you expect any more heartbreak? This guy just doesn't stop though. I think we have to give him credit.
No,
it was a good goal, and this player, dude,
I know.
like,
we thought with the injuries that he had all
like
the time.
what
he's
on
played at
earth?
so many teams. He's played at both Arsenal and United.
And United at both clubs, he had injury problems.
No, look, I mean, you're looking at him and you're looking at Milner as well. Milner almost scores a goal, so it gets cleared on the line.
Milner, we also had a nice comment about in our last episode.
He
now becomes the player with the most wins against United, eh?
Oh, is it?
Yep, he's the player with the most wins against United.
But yeah, let's look at the goal. The ball gets crossed in. Maguire definitely should clear that ball immediately.
Yes.
It's a knee-high ball. You should at least just put your foot in, clear the ball, whatever. He doesn't clear the ball.
And he's experienced enough to know better.
He definitely is. He doesn't clear the ball, and then yes, Martinez isn't marking him when the ball at some point gets recycled back in. Welbeck headers it in. So that's again, that's both of their faults. And then obviously, fucking Brighton score again at the end.
What a cross by Adingra, by the way. Player that I've liked, the player linked to the Arsenal.
Yes.
Fingers crossed. I wouldn't mind him at the club at all. But the defending for that
that's the issue.
Was
the defending
non-existent. Bro.
The defending's terrible. And we got to shout out. Diallo does score a goal in between. So
Yes.
Diallo brings it to 1-1. But yes, the defending on this is terrible. So it's a corner. People set up for their corner setup, their corner defensive setup, whatever that may be. That's how soccer works. I'm assuming United do a whole zonal norma thing.
Yeah, but their zones, brother.
Yeah, their zones all over the place because there was no one on the back post. So with that zone, work on that zone.
Yeah.
But yes, they set up normally for a corner. McTominay at this point is on. De Ligt at this point is on as well. So they're defending, ball gets cleared out, and then yes, it gets recycled back in, and there's 3 Brighton players open.
Dude.
Literally 3 Brighton players standing.
When you see the picture, it's like, how is that?
You kind of see Casemiro and McTominay like look over, and they're just like, nope, that's that. And again, look, I'm not going to blame Delo. Yes, that is Delo's position, but Delo's clearly the dude who puts pressure on the guy taking the corner in the corner setup, whatever. So I'm going to put most of that blame on De Ligt, Casemiro, McTominay, the people who are standing there, but just not looking over their shoulder and looking at the actual positions. But
predicting to consider that's McTominay's last contribution to Man United before he left, bro. Like,
well, how's that, Scotty? Like, how many years?
Scotty didn't know.
How many years are you there? But no, look, so United lose. Fucking
João Pedro obviously on the header.
João Pedro. United lose in like the 90-something minute, and I think United become like the most like.
The most last-minute wins or losses or something like that.
There was some stat about United losing the most like extra time games or some shit like that.
Yeah. But I feel like they probably also have the most extra time winners because of the Fergie time era.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Like taking away the Fergie time era, before Ten Hag came in, it was 2. Ten Hag alone has gotten 6 of those losses. So yeah, this is all Ten Hag.
That's not good.
And again, these are just individual mistakes. Again, for the first goal, Maguire makes a mistake not clearing it. Yeah. Martinez makes a mistake not watching the man. For the second goal, Casemiro, McTominay, they make mistakes not watching the back post.
Just switched off, yeah.
They just switch off. It's lack of concentration, yada, yada, yada. I'm seeing
Could Onana have done any better?
No, I'm not going to blame Onana for that.
No?
But I'm seeing a lot of players, I'm seeing a lot of people like saying, like, people are turning on Ten Hag already. Look, we 2 games in.
2 games in. The new players still need to get proper bread into the team.
We've won 1 game, we've lost 1 game, and arguably we should have won both games. Because we had chances in this Villa game, and we just lapse of judgment in the end, lapse of concentration in the end, loses the game for us.
Maybe Ten Hag should have hosted a dinner with some sleight of hand magicians.
I'm not even going to fucking answer that.
No, but it was a game that United should have won. But I honestly feel more credit to Brighton in this one.
But the thing is, no. The thing is,
if United put their chances away,
and if Ten Hag's not making it easy on himself. He's really not making this job easy on himself. Starting without a striker.
That's
you know
also
what
true.
I mean?
Yeah, he went Galaxy brain.
Exactly. That's mistake number 1. We know time and time again this false 9 thing doesn't really work anymore. Starting Rashford, not the dude who scored you the goal in the last game.
True.
And then starting Maguire over De Ligt. Because, yes, Maguire had a good game in that first game, but we know the issue with all of these United players, McTominay included, not consistent.
Yeah.
So they may have one good game, and then I'm going to play you in the next game, and then exactly the same shit that happens this
chasing consistency, though, you know what I mean?
Bro, Maguire's 32. Do you think at 32 he gets consistency?
Maybe.
No,
I mean,
no.
look,
When there's a player like De Ligt on the bench who you bought specifically to take over the spot, you don't wait for Maguire to make a mistake and then be like, oh, now De Ligt comes in. Because now you've already fucking made the mistake and lost the game.
True. I can't argue there.
De Ligt 100% should have started. And what's an even bigger fuck up is now in this Liverpool game, who's going to start? It's going to be De Ligt.
Yeah.
Because Maguire fucked up. So now you have De Ligt who hasn't started a single game starting against Liverpool.
Pretty much.
How does that make any sense in the world?
And also, I'm pretty sure that like tension's a little bit high now because again, like you said, fans are calling for Ten Hag. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a minority right now, but things aren't as comfortable going into this Liverpool game as you'd like.
No.
I know when we started the season, you had said that you fully expect to take 6 points with you to Liverpool.
Yes.
And now you aren't.
Yes.
And it's a big game. United do always turn up against Liverpool. I'll say that.
We'll get into predictions now, but yeah, that Villa game was... Oh, not the Villa game. The Brighton game.
And you did say it'd be tougher than the Fulham game, and I disagreed. I completely didn't know about Brighton's record against Man United. They now have 5 wins against you guys in the last 6.
That's the thing. Yeah. Apparently, Brighton are just United's bogey team too. So yeah, we should have called this shit. But
that's hectic.
5 wins in the last 6 games.
That's insane. And they've got a hell of a lot of goals in those 5 games, bro.
No, they do. And look, like I'm gonna end it though. United, Ten Hag's not making it easy on himself. He's making his own life harder.
Yeah. No, look, it's this times like these. I'm happy I'm not a football coach, and I'm just a fan. You know.
I feel the opposite.
You wish you were the coach.
Put me in. Give me United.
But yeah, look, that obviously to me a bit of a surprise result. We all predicted a Man United win. By we all, I mean yourself, myself, and Spons, who isn't here. So we all got that wrong. And one thing I'm happy we were right about was Arsenal's result against Aston Villa because, again, something of a bit of a bogey team for us. Last season, they beat us twice. Had a bit of revenge this time.
No, and
in
also,
their own backyard.
Also, with the recent commentary of Emery or Arteta, like it kind of all made sense, like to happen right now. Yeah,
dude, no, it was honestly, I love that win. How we got it didn't matter to me at all as long as we got the win. It's another clean sheet. I will say this. If Villa put away half their chances...
If Watkins put away all his chances...
Dude, then you're looking at like a 5-2 scoreline. I can't... Watkins absolutely showing and reminding everybody that he's an Arsenal fan.
Dude,
he's an Arsenal fan.
That's the thing. Is he... I think I saw expressions call him like Agent Ollie.
Agent Ollie is right, bro. Because some of those misses, you can't even explain them,
no,
bro.
You can't. Especially from a player like that who last season was incredible.
Dude.
Absolutely
he made
incredible.
the PFA team of the year, bro.
Like you're looking at Garnacho and shit miss these open goals for United. But
you don't expect that from Watkins?
For a player like Ollie Watkins, dude, come on. He was arguably the best striker in the league. Yeah.
Some of those opportunities, and namely, the one I want to mention, obviously, that produced what I'm going to say is already save of the season, bro. David Raya.
Yeah.
With his follow-up save on Ollie Watkins.
No, look, Raya to get there, and look, it's not a particularly hard save because he kind of hits it just straight at the goals. But
the reflexes
exactly,
to get up, bro.
The physicality to get up and get that save.
Yeah.
But again, the Ollie Watkins, pick a place to put that ball, bro.
I mean, look, we just saw in the Brighton game, João Pedro did exactly what Watkins should have done, bro. You know what I mean?
Just pick anywhere.
No,
pick
it's insane.
Anywhere, dude.
But that moment, obviously, marked David Raya for man of the match.
Yes.
It was a fun, and I'm so happy because that's 2 games in a row now that he has big moments.
And also with Ramsdale being sold, he has fully proven Arteta's reasoning in bringing him in and selling
100%, bro. 100%. You can't argue with it. The game started off very annoying because Aston Villa were doing everything they could to keep the ball out of play.
And you see McGinn kick the ball at Saliba and then Ben White.
And Benny Blanco.
No, look, it's always good to see a player like stand up for his teammates like
love
that.
it.
And just whack the ball at McGinn.
Bro. And I think that honestly that worked against Villa because
I think so too, yeah.
After that it was just like Saliba. I mean William Saliba, dude. Towards the end of the game, I don't know if you saw his interception on Morgan Rogers.
Yes. A shout out to Morgan Rogers though. What a player. Yeah. Honestly, what a player.
I would have given him man of the match if it wasn't for
I have
David
him
Raya,
in my FPL.
What a player.
Yeah,
like Aston Villa, name your price, please.
Dude,
because I'd love him at Arsenal.
There's not many players like that, dude. The way he dribbles, his physicality, he's fast.
He bullied Arsenal,
he's strong,
bro.
yeah. Like
and there were times where he just took it on himself to just run at our defense, alone.
Exactly. And he worked, yeah.
I don't know where he came from.
No, exactly.
If he's an academy product of this, but that is a player,
That's
bro.
a player.
But William Saliba. What a Rolls Royce, bro. If we don't win anything this season, Real Madrid are coming. I'm very sure of that, especially now they missed out on Yaro, who they were timing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Real Madrid are coming for William Saliba. That's just the fact of life, I think. Because I think
is he the best centre back in the league?
Yeah, in the world.
Better than Van Dijk.
I think in the world, bro.
Yeah.
I think in the world, genuinely. I mean, this man has made Team of the Year 3 seasons in a row now. When he was on loan in France, Team of the Year. For the last 2 seasons, PFA Team of the Year as well in England. He's still young. He literally is only going up. You know what I mean?
No,
Same for Gabriel. I will say Gabriel, I always say that he's the most underrated defender, or at least underappreciated defender.
But
in the
again,
league.
he usually is the one who gets the goals, so he does get some.
True. That is
but
true.
he hasn't scored a goal so far this season, so all the eyes are just on Saliba.
Yeah. No, but I have to shout out William Saliba, shout out David Raya, and shout out Leandro Trossard. Scoring with his first touch of the ball, brother.
And he did it cold, bro. Looking like Cole Palmer out there. Should he be starting over Martinez at this point?
Over Martinelli.
Martinelli at this point.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. I love Martinelli. I still think that again, when you look at the age difference, Martinelli has a much higher ceiling.
Yes.
I think Martinelli just needs to play the Trossard role and spend some time on the bench. You know what I loved was...
Isn't Trossard like 30?
He's 28 or 29 now. He's prime. That's why in my mind, honestly... While he's in his prime, start him.
Yeah.
Use him when he's in his prime. Martinelli's always going to be there, or at least I hope
he should.
But Martinelli's young enough.
Martinelli's the future.
He's the future.
Trossard should be your
Take advantage of the experience, bruv. You know what I mean? We saw again, like I don't mean to reference the Brighton versus United game again, but James Milner, that was experience prevailing against. Kobe Mainoo, I love the player, but he hasn't got the years that Milner's got. You know what I mean? Like Trossard. The way he sees the game is very different to Martinelli. And in his post-match interview, he actually spoke about how while he was on the bench, he was taking note of what's happening on that left side and he was thinking about how he could influence it before he came on.
Yeah.
And that's why I do love him as an impact player.
But he's a super sub.
I do love him as a super sub because it makes sense that Martinelli, how productive he is in front of goal, no matter what, he's going to tire out the defensive legs, bro.
Yes.
And once Trossard comes on, he can basically just clean up.
But again,
and I like that dynamic, but Trossard is too good to not start now.
There was, I can't remember which Arsenal player there was, but I think there was an ex-Arsenal player who said he's the best finisher in the team.
Oh, he is 100%.
And it is kind of tough to argue with when you look at how efficient he is with his scoring.
Dude, I think Trossard probably kept Arteta in a job last season with all those goals that he came through with over the since he's joined the club, really. And I think you'd be hard pressed to find better value for money in the market, considering how much we spent on him. He
100% deserves his time, his flowers, especially when you look at Martinelli, who's not really playing at his best right now.
And he hasn't been playing at his best for a while.
Yeah. This is the perfect time to finally have Trossard get that starting position and guarantee his spot.
No, 100%. And again, going up against Brighton, his former club, obviously. I think he should start at Brighton, bro, based off of this game alone. And obviously, who scored the winner for us was Thomas Partey. A rare Thomas Partey goal. Good goal. Yeah. Good goal. Nice assist from Saka. That's another goal involvement in this season. Kai Havertz had a bit of a quiet game. Can't lie. Kai Havertz also had a moment or two where he should have done better with it. But look, I'll take the 2-0, bro. Yeah. I think that we needed to set the record straight against Aston Villa, especially since they had their Champions League trophy out on display.
In the tunnel, what the
that's real stupid, in my opinion. I'm pretty sure it was Emi Martinez's idea. I can't lie.
Yeah.
But, man, 2-0 to the Arsenal. That's 2 games, 2 wins, 2 clean sheets.
You couldn't ask for a better start.
I couldn't ask for a better start, bro. And going into the Brighton game, it really helps. Brighton's going to be tough. At least it's at the Emirates. But after this, we got away games at Spurs, away games at, I think it's City.
Yes, Arsenal have some pretty tough games coming
in.
Before we get into predictions, though, what happened on our last week's predictions?
On our last week's predictions, we each got 3 games, 3 results. Sorry, yes, closing out on Arsenal, it was a good win. It was a hell of a good win. And, with last week's predictions, we each got 3 games wrong. 3 predictions wrong.
Okay.
So it's leveled out. We all got 7 points.
Do you know which 3 we got wrong? United.
So you and Swansea both predicted a draw for the Nottingham Forest game. I predicted a Nottingham Forest win. And Nottingham Forest obviously did get the win.
Yeah.
We were all wrong about the Brighton game.
Yes.
And then it kind of chopped and changed. Like I know Swansea predicted a West Ham loss against Palace.
Oh, yes.
And then I predicted a Chelsea draw against Wolves. So it evened itself out. I'll put our predictions up on screen again so you can see what we've went from.
But it's even.
It's even, bro.
Yeah.
It's even. 7-7-7 across the board. And now we get into another round of fixtures. Obviously, it's before the international break, which is going to suck. But yeah, let's get into it. So we ended with Arsenal. Let's start with Arsenal this time. Arsenal versus Brighton. We've already said that Trossard should be starting this game. I don't predict Mikel Merino to get a start. Like I said, we're going into an international break, so it makes all the sense in the world for Arteta to take these 2 weeks to help integrate him into the team, get a few training sessions under his belt before he's thrown in. So midfield-wise, I don't think there'll be many changes. I think we'll still see Thomas Partey, Martin Odegaard, and Declan Rice in the midfield, which works. You know what I mean? I think it absolutely works. It's just that left flank, bro. Timber obviously started at left back against Villa, which I think he was good, bro.
He's definitely better than Zinchenko.
I think he was good. I think in this game, you could maybe bring Zinchenko back in just because it's a home game. We'll be more comfortable. We'll have more possession of the ball. When we are in possession, Zinchenko's a threat. But I would like to see Timber get another start. Or maybe even Calafiori. Calafiori had a very decent cameo, bro. He came on for about 15-20 minutes. I liked what I saw. Brighton at home seems like a decent enough game to bring him in on. But obviously, Brighton are going to come in on super high on confidence after that win against United. It's a bit tricky, you know. I want to just say Arsenal win. I'm predicting an Arsenal win right off the bat.
Makes sense.
But yeah, that left side, bro. I'd like to see Leandro Trossard start. I can't lie. Whether it be as a left winger or even down the middle and let Havertz come on as a sub. I don't know what Arteta's going to do. Again, these are moments where I'm happy I'm not the coach. But Leandro Trossard, regardless of where he plays, he has to start.
Yeah,
in my opinion, he absolutely has to start, bro. Obviously, David Raya going to be in goal. This Brighton team look good, bro. I know that they obviously aren't one of these mega £1 million valued clubs that we have in the Premier League, but they are a club that is coached very well, and the players obviously have a lot of chemistry between them, and they can pull off a result like we saw against United. But I think that Emirates is going to be a bit of a test too tough for them, and considering the form we're in, considering the form David Raya is in goal and our defenders, bro, I don't see them having nearly as much joy at the Emirates. And I just hope that, A, that Trossard starts, and B, that Havertz can maybe put one of these opportunities away again. Because I know it's just one game, but it's like the minute that player has a bit of a dip, I start to get worried, bro. Like, he did a lot of good for us last season.
Yeah.
But I still think to myself, I would like to see more consistency. But yeah, I think this is definitely good. It's got to be an Arsenal win, bro. I'm going to say 2-0 again. 2-0.
Okay. 2-0, yeah, no, look, everything you said is correct.
Thank you.
That's my analysis.
Sponsy's gone with a 2-1 win to Arsenal, by the way.
2-1 to Arsenal.
2-1 to Arsenal.
No, look, I've gone with a 3-1 to Arsenal.
3-1? You think the clean sheets come to an
end? The thing is, Brighton do have good players. João Pedro is coming to his own.
Bro. That's why I told you before when there were rumors linking Arsenal to João Pedro. If we sold him, I was like, all day, brother, I'll take him.
No, look, this young coach they have clearly knows what he's doing. Obviously, they do still have a couple like really good players.
Look, our attackers can punish their defense, bro.
Yes, that's why I'm going with 3 goals. I think Arsenal will score 3 goals, but I do think Brighton will get at least 1. So yeah, I'm going 3-1.
3-1?
Yeah.
That's fair. Let's get into United's game now. Obviously, this is the big one of the weekend.
This is the big one.
Manchester
this is also
United
the last game
Liverpool.
of the weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, so we are obviously jumping timeline-wise, but we will have most to say about these games. What do you think's going to happen, bro?
Yes,
at Old Trafford?
It is at Old Trafford. United always give a performance in these big games. Just when you count them out, they pull something out of the hat.
Yep.
Is this going to be one of those times? I don't know. Is this going to be a 7-0? I don't know. That's my analysis.
Thanks for watching the show.
But no,
it's a big one.
It is a big one. And I do expect United to, they're going to come back with some vengeance now. You know what I mean? They
got some fouls in there.
Yeah, this is like Batman. This is like this is Bruce Wayne, Man United. I expect Ten Hag to come out with the cap piece on with the Batman mask.
Yeah.
I'm expecting Ten Hag to come out with fucking like fire in his eyes, and he better because his job's on the line, Ten Hag. And again, I'm hoping now Deluxe starts. I'm hoping all these new players start.
Yeah, Deluxe starts. Rashford benched.
Yes, but Rashford benched and
Xerxes up front.
And Xerxes on. If you have a striker, I know you only have one, and he may not be as fit as you want him to be. He's a big boy.
Yeah. But you got to do what you got to do.
But you have to play him. I'm sorry, you fucking have to play him.
And Liverpool have a very, very physical defense.
No, they
Xerxes' size is going to be a big pro for United.
They do have a very physical defense. We'll probably see Konate play again.
Konate and Van Dijk, bro.
And
if
Van
you're not
Dijk,
playing, anybody else that United plays is going to get bullied.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I don't think we'll see, like, Kwanzaa. You know what I mean? But yeah, Liverpool obviously they look good. Salah is firing on all cylinders. Luis Diaz's goal was such a nice goal. Jota.
And again, last week we were busy talking nonsense about Luis Diaz.
I know.
And I, at the beginning of the season, had said that I predicted a little bit of a dip from Salah this season. And week after week, he has proven me wrong so far.
No, look, I've expected Salah to be amazing. I expected Salah to have an incredible...
You backed him from the jump.
Look at that airline.
Honestly, I just thought to myself, how can you do it this many seasons in a row, bro?
But it seems like he's even more of a focal point underneath Arnie's slot.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying I think he'll do really well. But yeah, no, look, we've seen this new Liverpool team. They play very similarly to old Liverpool team. You could argue maybe a little less energy.
Yeah. But
yeah,
it's good football.
No, it's
very good football.
It's more controlling. They have more control. It's less, like I said, it's less energetic, but they hold the ball more.
Yeah.
And again, that's just a Dutch thing. You know what I mean? Again, Dutch. Bold and Dutch.
Yeah, bro.
This is
2.0.
This is the battle of the ball. This is
Battle of the Baldies.
This is Al Baldico, bro.
This is the derby, bro. This is the derby. As if there wasn't enough pressure on it already, bro. Loser needs to get a wig.
But yeah, I'm expecting a fucking Pochettino and Conte handshake with it. No, not who was it? Tuchel.
Yeah. But
they
they coached against each other in the Eredivisie.
They were like the two. Yeah, they were the two biggest, boldest coaches in the Eredivisie.
Some things never change, bro.
And Ten Hag was the better one. Obviously, what he did with Ajax in the semi-final of the Champions League.
Exactly.
Ten Hag was the better one. So it's very interesting to see them both feuding again now at two
with rival clubs,
at two bigger clubs.
Yep.
Yeah, and again, Ten Hag's the better one.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the most eyes they've ever had on their Baldorf. Like crazy.
The shine on those Baldies.
But nah, look, it's something United need to make a statement here.
The thing
even
is,
if they lose, I'm not going to lie, even if they lose, they need to do it with some character.
Yes,
bro.
and Ten Hag needs to do what the fans start wanting him to do. Because
that sounds insane.
I know, that does sound insane. But he can't keep losing and pissing off the fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Either you
that's
lose.
a lose-lose situation, bro.
So you can lose, but play the players that the fans want to see play. You can't lose and then also not play the play. Because now if all the fans are like, "Alright, this is on you, dude."
Yep.
And again, to a certain extent, it is on him. He's getting all these new signings. Ugarte is going to be in very soon.
Yeah. You want to back the manager.
If we continue to lose with all of these new signings that you wanted, this is on you, Ten Hag.
Yeah.
I still back Ten Hag fully. I still think he's a good coach. We have to give him at least this year. Let him serve out the contract. And again, we're 2 games in.
Yeah, a lot of people are losing their heads very early on, bro.
You can't be fucking... Yeah, you can't be sitting about 2 games in.
Not at all.
But yeah, I am look, if we're talking lineup-wise, I'm expecting Xerxes. I'm expecting De Ligt. I'm expecting Rashford not to... I'm expecting... Mazraoui's been very good. I'm expecting Rashford not to start.
He may be a decent impact player, bro, but Ten Hag apparently isn't willing to find that out just yet.
But again, Rashford's like the poster boy. It would be like Arsenal not starting Saka.
Yeah, exactly.
Rashford's the poster boy. He's like, you know what I mean?
Look, the difference is Saka is starting on form.
Yes.
Like Rashford,
Yes, no, exactly.
Rashford needs to find that spark again, bro.
And we can't have this Bruno false 9 thing. We also can't have Bruno getting subbed off. I don't know why you sub Bruno off in like the 80th minute of the last game. You can't be subbing Bruno off. I'm sorry. He's one of the few players who gives a full 90 every time.
Yeah, bro.
But he also shouldn't be that attacking. He shouldn't be a false 9.
He needs to control the pace of the game a bit more from the midfield.
Bring him back a bit. And also, we've seen Bruno play like a fucking defensive mid sometimes. He works hard. So have him work more defensively.
Yeah.
And then if you want to sub him off at some point, have Mount be the sub in. You can't start Mount and him and then still sub him off.
It's too much going forward, not enough at all holding it down.
Exactly. But yeah, look, I'm expecting put on a performance, bro. I do think we're gonna win. Obviously, it's at Old Trafford. United perform in these big games, and we haven't necessarily looked bad. It's been players lacking discipline, lacking concentration.
Yeah.
And I'm expecting in a big game like this, they will stay concentrated. You know what I mean? At Old Trafford, on a Sunday, United win 2-1.
2-1?
2-1. I'm not going to count Liverpool out. Obviously, Salah will get his goal or something.
Yeah.
But yes, United, De Ligt, Martinez, firing on all cylinders. Yeah, Onana. That's mine answer.
Okay, 2-1 United.
2-1 United.
I think it's fair. You got to back the boys.
I have to back the boys.
Sponsy's backed his boys for a 2-0 win at Old Trafford, which I don't think has happened before. But I can't pick... Again, you look at how good Liverpool play and you look at how... I'm going to say, like, basic United have looked so far. I don't think United have even kicked it into 4th gear yet.
No.
I'm going 2-2 draw. I can't lie. I'm going 2-2.
That's honestly fair. That's fair.
But again, look, there's a lot of drama at Liverpool. Remember Alexander-Arnold Trent having a little bit of a "you're not my dad" syndrome when it comes to Arnie Slot. When he came off in Liverpool's last game, he was very visibly pissed off.
He was, but again, that's, I don't know.
I've seen even Liverpool fans telling him he needs to get his head straight. You're not bigger than the club. And I understand that. But obviously, if he's not in the game, like mentally, it's gonna affect Liverpool's play. You know what I mean?
No, it is, but I don't think that goes any further than that day.
You don't think so?
I think that day Arnie Slot and him make up and
fair enough. One would hope he's professional enough.
Exactly.
You know and this match is bigger than any type of
maybe even by the end of that game, I think they've made up and have come to a pretty solid conclusion. But yeah, Trent is so good. Arnie Slot is smart. He's not going to let a player like that lose his head. It's the same with last season. We saw Salah get mad at Klopp for subbing him at one point.
Yeah, and that was a lot more public than this one was.
I think things like that get settled very quickly, especially when a team is doing well and there is like mutual respect there.
Yep.
Obviously with Klopp, you know there's mutual respect. Klopp's one of the best coaches in the world. Whether there is that same mutual respect from Trent towards Arnie Slot,
we don't know.
We don't know. But we know Trent's big Liverpool boy. I think he'd be willing. He's professional enough to put his differences aside. And also, you won the game. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't necessarily. You know what I mean? This wasn't like a close.
You rest up for the United game, bro.
Exactly. You got a big game coming up, and he's going to start in this big game. Why wouldn't he? So I think something like that gets dealt with very quickly in a wild run.
I'm pretty sure all Liverpool fans hope the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are our predictions for the Man United Liverpool game. Let us know what you guys think. Other than that, we've got Leicester City at home to Aston Villa. This is a Villa win all day.
Yeah, there's no two ways about it.
Again, Villa, the chances they had against Arsenal.
No, Villa and Arsenal look very good. Like you look at, I mean, even like you say, players like Roger,
Jacob Ramsey, Morgan Rogers, bro.
They even the people who aren't the main
Nana
guys
in their midfield also looks very good, bro.
Even the people who aren't these teams' main guys are good enough to win games against big teams. You know what I mean? Like this Villa team is honestly top three. Yeah. Literally top three. Like they would have a fighting chance against City, against Liverpool. There's no issue there. Same thing with Arsenal.
That's true.
So yeah, against a team like Leicester, you just expect Villa to.
Honestly, I'm going 3-0 Villa, bro. I would hate to be a Leicester player now because after what happened last time out, Villa are going to be back with a vengeance.
I've gone with a Villa 2-1.
2-1?
Yeah. Again, Leicester, they have fucking Vardy. They have players. They scored 1 goal against Fulham as well. I do expect Leicester to do something. No, I've changed my mind. 2-0. I've changed my mind.
2-0. Swansea has gone with a 2-1 Aston Villa win. We've also got Nottingham Forest at home to Wolves. This is pretty much anyone's game right now because Wolves looked terrible against Chelsea. In the first half, ironically, they looked like they were going to win the game.
Yeah.
But second half, capitulation. Final score, obviously 6-2. Hat-trick for Madueke. Hat-trick and a goal for Cole Palmer. Luckily, they're not playing against Chelsea this time around. It's Nottingham Forest. But I'm still going to give it to Forest. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Even though they're lacking a bit of a striker, I'm still going to say
Chris
Forest.
Wood still.
You know that if Wolves play like how they played in the first half at Chelsea, they walk all over Forest.
And also, if Wolves still had Neto, it makes a difference. They don't have Neto anymore.
Nah, I'm going 2-1. 2-1 Forest. I'm not going to lie.
I've gone with a 1-1 because, again, they do still have Cunha.
Yeah, that's true.
Mateus Cunha is a good player. Yes, Jose Sa's been doing dumb things.
Oh, my word.
But I do expect them at some point they have to like kick it into gear. And obviously the first 2 games are tough. Arsenal and Chelsea. Those are 2 tough first games. Like no matter how you look at it.
Yeah. The thing is that 6-2 was at their home.
But again, the first half it was 2-2. So they look good.
The first half was really good by Wolves.
They look good in the first half. So clearly there is something there. Hopefully the keeper doesn't make mistakes. Hopefully they can put away their chances. I'm going 1-1.
1-1. Swansea's also gone 1-1 for Nottingham Forest versus Wolves. Ipswich Town at home to Fulham.
Yeah, I think I've gone Fulham.
This is a Fulham win, bro.
Fulham as well.
Ipswich still don't have their new striker.
Yeah, and they don't have...
Because the Broga deal, obviously.
fell through. But yeah, no, look, Ipswich obviously got cooked 4-1 by City.
Mm-hmm. They led. They took the lead.
Yes, they did take the lead. But again, against City, you don't want that.
Yeah, you don't.
Ipswich also, their keeper also was doing some weird-ass shit against Man City.
That's true.
So I don't fully trust their goalkeeper. I do fully trust Leno, though, at Fulham. So I've gone with a Fulham win 2-0.
I've also gone 2-0. So it's Bond. So it's 2-0 across the board for us there. Brentford at home to Southampton.
Brentford. Southampton are newly promoted. Yeah, will they have Ramsdale by then?
If it's signed off, I'm pretty sure he starts. If he's in the team by then, I think he starts that game.
But is the deal done already?
No. But yeah.
Because actually having Ramsdale there makes a big difference.
I'd honestly like to back Southampton for this one. I'm actually going to go for a draw.
Wow.
For some reason, I'm going to go for a draw. I'm going to say this is going to be a 1-1 draw.
Okay.
Wissa or Mboma.
No, exactly. Yeah. I've gone with a 2-0. Wissa and Mboma will score goals.
Yeah.
Thomas Frank, very good coach.
Very good coach. Decent team in all honesty.
Would have liked him at United actually. Yeah, good team as well. He's doing the business without Tony. Yeah.
Tony, who's been linked to United, Arsenal, and Chelsea over the last few days. And Saudi. Sponsy's gone 2-0.
Yeah, same with me.
2-0 Brentford. We've got Everton at home to Bournemouth. Everton don't know that they can buy a goal at this stage, bro. Bournemouth, this has ball draw written all over it.
This does.
I'm going to say this will be a 0-0.
Yeah.
0-0 for you as well?
No. Look, the Bournemouth have drawn both of their games, and they've actually had kind of tough games. Everton have looked piss poor.
Bottom of the table, eh?
Bottom of the table. But you'd think Dyche Ball at some point has to work out.
Stop calling this Stop talking about Dyche Ball.
It's at Goodie Park. I'm actually expecting Everton to win this, not going to lie. I think I've gone with the Everton 2-1.
2-1?
Yeah, I think at some point shit has to kind of start working. And I know that without Braithwaite in the back, it's tough. It
is like they're worse off without points deductions, bro.
Yeah, I know. Look, it's tough for them right now for sure. Losing Braithwaite they haven't lost Braithwaite, but just not having him right now and losing Onana.
Yeah,
it's tough for them. It's very
Onana just showing how big a miss he is.
Bro. No, it is.
What a player.
It's tough for them, and I think they are in a weird spot. But at some point, you've got to just grind your way to some kind of win, and I think this is
at least before the international break. It's a home game. I think this
Bournemouth. I'm going 2-1 Everton.
Sponsy's gone 2-2. I don't know where he thinks all these goals are going to come from in this game. But I'm going 0-0. For some reason, I just have a hunch. West Ham have the misfortune of hosting Manchester City this weekend. West Ham haven't looked terrible, bro.
No, they haven't, but City haven't either.
Yeah, that's true also, bro. And Savinho.
Yeah, Savinho. Even I think he gave away the penalty against Ipswich. But yeah, no,
it don't matter, bro. It don't matter.
I've gone with the City 3-1. Yeah, West Ham may look good, but City is City. Haaland may just score all three.
3-1, maybe a sneaky 3-2. Yeah. But West Ham are not winning this game. I'd love for them to take points off City. I think the whole league would. Sponsy's gone 3-0 City for that one. We've got Chelsea at home to Crystal Palace, who have looked terrible so far. And Chelsea, after scoring 6 away goals, can't look past them.
I've gone 4-2 to Chelsea.
4-2?
Yeah, I think it's another. I think Chelsea do nothing but score a lot of goals.
I'm going to say...
you got Kiki Palmer fighting on all cylinders.
I'll say a Chelsea win. I'll say 3-1.
Madueke's got
I'll say 3-1.
This place is shit, and then he scores a hat-trick in that place.
I thought he was talking about Chelsea when I saw that too. I was like, I agree, brother. I agree. I've gone 3-1 Chelsea.
Yeah, 3-1.
Sponsy's gone 2-0. Sponsy thinks a lot of clean sheets this week, bro. A lot of clean sheets this week.
I don't see Chelsea getting clean sheets. They score goals, but they're not going to get clean sheets.
Either of their 9 goalkeepers isn't going to keep a clean sheet with that defense as it is. Speaking of Chelsea and their defense, have you seen the turnaround that Thiago Silva has made for Fluminense since he's joined them? When he joined them, they had one of the worst defensive records. Since he's joined, they've kept clean sheets in every game and they've been winning.
Wow.
Thiago Silva effect, boy.
Thiago Silva effect.
And then, lastly, we've got Newcastle at home to Tottenham.
This is actually a tough game.
Big game, bro.
For me, this was actually the hardest one to predict. And I still haven't come to a conclusion. I'm sitting here with an open scoreline.
Spurs obviously got a very, very nice ego boost last time out and they won 4-0 against Ipswich. Not Ipswich, Everton.
Yeah, again, that was one of the games.
Son got a goal.
Everton. Yeah, Son looked good.
Yeah, Madison looked decent. Kulusevski looked decent, I think.
Basuma got banned for getting high off balloons and he's better than he's ever been.
Yeah. It's a correlation.
But yeah, this is actually tough. Look, Newcastle have been up and down. I've gone with the Tottenham win.
Oh, wow.
I have gone with the Tottenham win. I think Solanke's back now.
I don't know. When I saw the injury report, at least on the FPL app, it said he's only going to be back from like the 14th of September or something.
Okay, well, look, even if he's not back, though...
Not that they needed him against Everton.
I was going to say, even if he's not back there, you look at them attacking-wise, they look very good.
Yeah.
If Son is on full form, their defense is honestly very good. Van de Ven, you saw him make that run in the Tottenham game.
Mickey's good, bro.
No, Van de Ven is incredible. Romero's good as well. He scored a goal. I think, and again, Pedro Porro, Udogi. Is Udogie still there, actually? Didn't they
Yeah.
sell him? Oh, he's
No
still there.
ways. They'll never sell him.
And like I was saying, defensively, I think I actually think they have a better defense than Newcastle.
Yeah,
and
100%.
even their goalkeeper, I like Pope a lot. I think Pope is actually a very good goalkeeper.
Nah, but bro,
Vicario.
is sensational.
Especially
bro.
from last season, the shot stopping ability on him. I think if both of these teams, I guess that's at St. James Park though, which is
That's
tough.
the thing. And
That's
if,
the
if
difference,
Alexander Isak is awake for this one, because
Isak, dude,
what a
Isak.
slow start to
what
the
an
season. Bro.
incredibly slow start.
Do you know what?
to
I'm
the
not going to
season.
lie. A part of me, the only reason I could see Arsenal selling someone like Reece Nelson in these last few days is if they are plotting some secret move for Alexander Isak, because it's obviously going to be like £100 million minimum.
Yeah.
Minimum. And I know Arsenal are interested. He's open to the move to Arsenal as far as I know. I'm not exactly in the know. This is just through reports and stuff. But like if he is switched on for this game,
Yeah.
and so is Anthony Gordon.
But he hasn't been switched on.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Some players
Gordon
just
as
need
well.
these big games,
Gordon
bro.
as well, very good player. But
Some
I'm
players
gonna
need
go
these
with the
games.
Spurs 2-1.
Spurs
I'll give it to
2-1?
Spurs. Yeah.
At St. James Park, I'm going to go Newcastle 2-1
Yeah.
for this one. I can't lie. And Swansea has gone 3-1 Spurs.
It's 3-1 Spurs.
So it's quite a few differing predictions for
Yeah.
us this week across the board. Again, Swansea just hella clean sheets, bro.
Yeah. You
Hella
wanna
clean
run
sheets.
through FPL quick?
I don't want to, actually. Not after
Let's
last
do it.
week.
Before we do that, though, let's touch on Cristiano Ronaldo
And his YouTube.
and his YouTube channel.
Have you subscribed? Have you subscribed?
Shout out to the GOAT. He started a YouTube channel. He's breaking all the YouTube records. I'm sub.
I mean, I haven't watched anything. I sub, but
he's
I didn't
putting
watch.
out weird Instagram videos, but he did actually put out a proper video with Rio Ferdinand,
which is a nice sit-down.
sit-down interview. No, I love it. I love to see that he's doing a YouTube channel. That's incredible.
And I just want to put it out there. Messi does have a YouTube channel that he started before Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's nowhere near the subscriber.
Where's your diamond play button, Messi? Who's the diamond play button GOAT? But yeah, and then let's get into FPL.
And also, while we're on that, subscribe to this channel if you aren't already.
Yes, please, yeah. Please. Well, look,
FPL
first sub to Ronaldo's channel, and then come to
Yeah, respect.
But yeah, FPL-wise, this is a big
You
week.
can't wait to talk about it this time.
No, not really even. Look, I told you. Triple Captain Haaland. I said you'd regret it. I said those exact words.
Yep.
And I said to you, Triple Captain Haaland. And I think only one other person in our league did Triple
Yeah.
Captain Haaland.
Yeah.
I was the other person who did
Which
as
is
well.
weird because it was a record number of triple captains for Holland in FPL, but
In-
our
in-
league just
our,
apparently...
Our league was like, no,
Our
we're
league
not
was like,
touching
"What,
that.
bro?"
Ipswich. I'm not trusting that. But yeah, no, look, obviously Haaland went on to score 3. He could have scored 4. He got me 51 points alone.
Immediately
That's one
closed
man.
what you shot from like...
Yeah, I was like 10th. I'm now like 4th or something.
Bro.
So yes, that did make a big... Weirdly enough, though, I didn't do too well. Like, there's other people like Razine. I think he got like
And he
9.
didn't need his triple
And
captain.
he didn't even triple captain. So there's a lot of people who got points close to me, but didn't triple captain.
Yeah.
But again, that just goes to show you how far down I would be if I didn't triple captain.
That's true, bro.
So for
Well,
me...
you'd be where I am.
For me, this is a complete win. I did obviously bring in Robinson from Fulham, and he scored a goal.
Yep.
So,
I
yeah.
told you, that was my boy last season.
That was your boy last season. I can't believe you didn't bring him in this season. But yeah, I haven't actually made a change yet this week. I haven't looked at my team or made a change.
Spoiler alert, I'm wildcarding this week.
Are you?
100%. But I always do it when the transfer window closes.
Okay.
Once the window closes, I wildcard.
Well, look, you should see my team up on screen right now. Obviously, Salah got me 10 points. I mean, Smith Rowe got me 10 points too.
Yeah, what a game.
No, look, I had a much better week than last
we had
week.
said Smith Rowe was going to get his first
Yes.
goal for the club.
Yes. I had a much better week than last week. I still have to... I guess this is the week I figure out some kind of Solanke replacement. I haven't looked into it yet, but hey, Nico Jackson's not looking bad.
Not looking bad at all, though.
But yeah, that might be the change I make this week. Solanke out because he is injured still.
Yeah.
I'm expecting at some point for Isak to do something, or else I'm kicking him out of my
That's
team
the
too.
thing. You don't want to kick him out, but at the same time, bruh.
Do something. Like, you know that meme of the dude poking the thing with a stick? Come on, do something. Do something.
Throw.
But yeah, no, look, 98 points. I think I got the most points in our
Yes, you
league
did.
this week.
Yes, you did.
So yeah, I'm happy. It should obviously be a lot higher, but 98 points, I'll take it.
I did terribly. I got 38
Put
points.
your team up.
I got 38 points, bro. Big brain time, thinking to bring in Bernardo Silva.
And also no Haaland. No, I'm not going to do Haaland this season.
No Salah.
He's actually-
Look, I didn't say I wasn't going to do him this season. I just wasn't going to start with it. He's just too expensive, bro. But
Yes, but this is why. This is literally why, bro.
I gotta do what I gotta do. Like I said, I'm wildcarding. I've got no advice for this week of fantasy league, bro.
Yeah.
I need all the advice for my damn self.
Yeah, give
at this
us
point.
advice.
Yeah, let me know what you see my team.
Yeah.
What should I do with this wild card, bro?
You're just gonna wild card and then auto pick.
It's been a catastrophe, bro. It's the worst week I think I can have. I've had in FPL in a long time. And I got some proving myself to do this weekend. It's not going to be easy. But yeah, shout out to the top five. Top five I'll put up on the screen now.
Yeah, and then let's talk about Razine quick. Mention he's top of the league now.
No triple captain.
No triple captain. He's top of the league now. He's had 2 very good weeks in a row.
Back, bro.
Look, he does still have players like Eze who have done nothing for him.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
But he's nice to have in the team, you know.
And again, he's one of the few as João Pedro.
Yeah.
But
he had him last season also.
That's a bold choice. But yeah, no, 91 points this week. How many does he have in total? 163 in total.
In 2 weeks.
Backstreet Moyes, Keenan Fisher
Backstreet
second.
Moyes doing the teams.
Yeah,
bro.
161 points. He's in second place. Any big things he's done? He does have Haaland. He does have Smith Rowe. No triple captain. Yeah, no, look, pretty solid team.
Yeah, respect to the boys, yo.
Respect to the boys. And I gotta shout out my boy Reese.
Yeah.
In third place, mid-tablers.
Bro.
No triple captain either. Again,
not living up to his team name.
None of these 3 people triple captained. Yeah, he's got players like Sabaz, like Anthony Gordon, and obviously Raya got him 10 points.
Yep.
So yeah, there's some nice variety in these teams.
Nah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe this international break's coming at a good time for me.
Yeah.
You know? Maybe I should hold on to my wild card and just take a breather.
Yeah.
And just reevaluate things after the international break. But those are our predictions. Let us know what you guys think for this week's games. Let us know what you think for this week's FPL, because again, I could use the help, bro. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we will subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.